Hi, I'm Kyle Harper, author of KP Harper Substack, and this is Energized Part 1, My Vision for America's Energy Future. This is the first installment of a multi-part series covering my deep dive of global energy dynamics, where I share what I've learned, dream up a compelling vision of our future, and offer my thoughts on how to get there. In this section, I introduce my daydream of what our energy systems could look like 4 decades from today, March 2024 as of this writing, which to me could be a realistic or at least not entirely far-fetched version of what our nation and our world could become if we stretch to our potential. Prologue. Let's embark on a journey to the future. To prepare for departure, please put on your finest pair of rose-colored glasses. Open your mind. Think big. Take a deep breath. Okay, ready? Fast forward to 2064, where a decades-long effort spearheaded by the United States and embraced in succession by G20 nations, dubbed the Great Energy Renaissance, has come to fruition, reshaping global energy dynamics and unveiling possibilities once deemed fantastical just a generation ago. In this future, every new building and home boasts standard solar rooftops, collectively generating surplus power to meet daily residential and light commercial demands in most communities. Excess energy seamlessly flows down into each structure's foundation for storage. These electrified cement foundations are interconnected with extensive local, national, and global battery storage networks, ensuring readiness for emergencies, bolstering local security, and fueling international trade. Silent, reliable nuclear reactors illuminate cities and power industry, around the clock, tapping into spent nuclear fuel from last century's stockpiles, while also promoting nuclear disarmament. This surplus of energy has worked wonders for calming the geopolitical waters, especially after the turbulence of the late 2020s and early 30s. Advancements in low-impact mining techniques and reactor design brought to market during the 30s and 40s, such as traveling wave reactors, molten salt reactors, and thorium-based fuels, are not only broadening our energy horizons, but have also fostered global collaboration and are curbing nuclear proliferation through enhanced safety measures and oversight. At our current pace, nuclear is on track to be our primary power source for centuries to come. Gone are the days of power disruptions. Fortified with redundant, modular components and comprised of cheap, abundant materials, our modernized power grid is nearly impervious to widespread outage. These sophisticated energy networks utilize the cost efficiency of centralized power generation but are supported by extensive distributed generation, transmission, and storage systems. Human-supervised artificial intelligence, or AI, systems oversee these networks, guaranteeing continuous power supply to communities both large and small, even during challenging circumstances. We're closer than ever to discovering ambient temperature superconductors. However, cost is still a barrier to scaling up these new materials in power transmission, but they have really improved the efficiency of electronics. We're even beaming electricity to and from outer space in the form of pulsed microwaves to move surplus power where it's most needed, anywhere, anytime. There are still issues of power loss with this technology, but in emergencies, it's literally a lifesaver. Fossil fuels and nuclear remain the workhorses of our energy systems. Renewables like solar have not replaced our core energy sources. Rather, we have needed all energy-producing technologies at our disposal to meet the growing energy demands of our time. The emergence and proliferation of AI has led to an unprecedented growth in energy demand, even more than the experts predicted. We had it wrong back at the turn of the century. It hasn't been an energy transition as much as it's been an energy addition. And each year, we adopt cleaner and more efficient technologies for generating power using these resources. Among renewables, photovoltaics reign supreme, with other renewables like wind, geothermal, and hydropower playing niche roles in certain geographies. No regrets. We had to explore all options to learn what would work best and pivot toward success. As it turns out, solar power, installed in a distributed manner and connected to vast decentralized battery storage networks, offers a perfect complement to centralized fossil fuel and nuclear power plants. The grid has never been more resilient and clean. Through large-scale mineral exploration efforts and enhanced recycling and recapture technologies, used solar panels are no longer needlessly piling up in landfills, a dirty little secret that was anathema to sustainable principles. Additionally, the geopolitical tensions and environmental concerns around mining for silicon, aluminum, copper, and rare earth elements, which are the lifeblood of solar energy systems, have been largely mitigated. It's not perfect, but it's getting better all the time. For instance, last year, SpaceX sent out probes to mine these resources from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, marking the inception of what's believed to be the first cash-positive mining endeavor in outer space. Coal, once slated for the sidelines, has staged a surprising comeback. Thanks to advanced techniques like pulsed pyrolysis, the flash incineration of a substance to separate it into atomic elements, coal now yields squeaky clean hydrogen fuel and valuable graphite, and has become a vital player in the new wave of industrial production while enriching our energy arsenal. In this era, most of our recent technological advancements, from towering 3D printed megascrapers to tiny nanobots and quantum computing qubits, are made possible by graphite-derived products like carbon nanotubes and wafer-thin graphene sheets. You'd be amazed to see how the fossil fuel industry has evolved, and the materials oil and gas companies are now producing to enhance lives and protect the environment. But let's just say AI found some pretty cool use cases for petrol, and investors in the fossil fuel industry are lining their pockets with cash like never before. It's been one of the largest win-wins of the century. People still talk about the weather, but it's not as a crisis. While climate change persists, as is natural for dynamic systems, it's not leading us to the brink of catastrophe once feared earlier this century. On the contrary, with more people living safely and comfortably than ever before, we find ourselves in a golden age. Our adaptive strategies and technological innovations, bolstered by unharnessed energy abundance, have mitigated impacts of climate on human life and natural ecosystems. Enhanced predictive models, coupled with resilient infrastructure and widespread energy access, have lessened the toll of extreme weather events. Autonomous electric vehicles have revolutionized transportation, slashing emissions, averting traffic jams and accidents, improving air quality, reducing noise pollution, and enhancing public health and safety. With vast improvements in technology and infrastructure over the past 2 decades, including passenger vehicles with ranges easily surpassing 1,000 miles, ultra-rapid charging stations just 5 minutes to full, batteries that can be charged tens of thousands of times before they need replacement, and even roads capable of charging vehicles wirelessly while in transit, we've ushered in a new era of clean mobility. Carbon capture technology has transformed aviation, enabling the airline industry to achieve net zero emissions and become carbon neutral. Given the remarkable benefits of carbon capture technology, policymakers are now shifting their focus towards maintaining atmospheric CO2 levels around 500 parts per million, rather than solely aiming to revert to pre-industrial levels. This strategic approach seeks to strike a balance between environmental sustainability, economic growth, and societal well-being. For example, due to our energy abundance, climate-related death rates are at an all-time low in recorded history. A warming planet has opened shipping lanes through the Arctic Passage, promoting more efficient and sustainable maritime transportation. Furthermore, it has unlocked previously inaccessible regions, such as Greenland, for mining and agriculture, fostering economic development and resource utilization. By continuing to manage carbon emissions strategically and investing in innovative technologies, we're progressing towards a more sustainable future while supporting global development. Your mobile devices never run out of juice, even on the go. Thanks to a booming new trend in fashion, the latest looks are designed with piezoelectric and thermal capturing fabrics that convert your body heat, perspiration, and movement into an electrical field to wirelessly charge your wearables and integrated devices. And don't worry, the electromagnetic fields are biosynchronous, meaning they harmonize with your body's natural frequencies and will not harm you. We figured out how to do this long ago. I'd love to get into what the smartphone has become, but that's a topic for another day. There's much too much to see here in 2064, and our time is short. People are powering up, literally. Are you looking to earn some extra cash while getting fit? Look no further than Power Up, the latest fitness craze sweeping gyms worldwide. With Power Up, you can turn your workout sessions into a lucrative side hustle. Here's how it works. When you exercise using one of the millions of Power Up machines connected to the global network, Your exertion is multiplied tenfold and fed back into the power grid as electricity. The innovative concept not only helps you improve your body composition, but also contributes to sustainable energy production. Powered by cutting-edge AI personal training, PowerUp offers customized workout routines tailored to your fitness goals. Whether you're lifting weights, cycling, or running on a treadmill, every movement you make generates electricity that benefits both you and the environment. In addition to the satisfaction of knowing you're making a positive impact, PowerUp offers instant payouts, sponsorships, and tax credits for participants. Many individuals are now turning their passion for fitness into a lucrative career opportunity with PowerUp. Enter Wattcoin, the world's first electrocurrency. Introducing Wattcoin, the world's first electrocurrency, revolutionizing the way we think about energy and finance. Powered by blockchain technology and principles of decentralized finance, Wattcoin is pegged to units of energy production, unlocking a multitude of economic opportunities and driving positive change on a global scale. By providing a direct link between energy and consumer prices, Wattcoin has stabilized purchasing power. This is primarily because energy inputs account for nearly all supply-side costs of today's goods and services. Even labor rates are now being converted to watts or joules, especially given the blend of humans, machines, and artificial general intelligence, or AGI, robots in today's workforce. The allure of Wattcoin is that it's based on universally agreed upon units of productivity, rather than units of consumption, in contrast with cryptocurrencies. This revolutionary concept not only advances personal freedoms in energy consumption and distribution, but also holds the potential to reshape the global financial landscape. Wattcoin has also begun to fulfill the promise of a stable global reserve currency, offering a neutral and non-sovereign alternative to traditional fiat currencies. Since the implications of Wattcoin as a global reserve currency are vast and multifaceted, we'll save that discussion for another time. For now, let's celebrate the transformative potential of Wattcoin and the exciting possibilities it brings to the world of energy and finance. Policymakers can finally agree on something. In recent years, policymakers have found unprecedented common ground in addressing the global energy challenge, marking a significant shift in global priorities and cooperation. This transformation was not achieved overnight, but was the result of a confluence of geopolitical, economic, and technological developments. The late 2030s saw a remarkable transformation in global geopolitics, with the entry of Russia into NATO signaling the end of decades-long division and conflicts. The shift towards multilateral cooperation extended beyond traditional alliances, with BRICS nations, American and European powers, joining forces to address common challenges. Moreover, the emergence of decentralized currencies, such as Bitcoin and Wattcoin, played a pivotal role in reshaping the global financial landscape, reducing the hegemonic benefit and burden of traditional reserve currencies while fostering greater economic cooperation. Meanwhile, advancements in AI revolutionized the energy sector, paving the way for a new era of abundance and sustainability. The proliferation of AI-driven solutions rendered traditional military conflict obsolete, while investments in nuclear and renewable energy infrastructure spurred unprecedented economic growth and job creation. Today, we're witnessing the fruits of this newfound cooperation, with energy abundance and technological innovation paving the way for a more prosperous and peaceful world. The emergence of Wattcoin as a mechanism of universal basic income symbolizes the transformative potential of these developments, providing families around the world with greater purchasing power and economic security. While challenges remain, from ideological differences to ideological concerns, the groundwork has been laid for a more collaborative and sustainable future. By continuing to harness the power of technology, innovation, and cooperation, we can build a world that is closer than ever to realizing its full potential. The best news of all, we prevailed over poverty. I've been saving the best for last. Get this, here's the kicker. The kicker of all kickers, pulled from my local news feed. Associated Press, March 14, 2064. It's official. NGOs, lawmakers tout the end of poverty. Just days ago, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and World Health Organization, WHO, released a joint report officially marking the end of child poverty, and all peacetime poverty for that matter. Experts are touting this landmark milestone as the crowning achievement of the 21st century. Every single human being living on planet Earth and beyond now has the resources and opportunities to live above the poverty line. Plenty to eat, clean water and sanitation systems, and homes and infrastructures reliably powered by electricity. This remarkable achievement didn't happen overnight. It was the result of decades of concerted effort and collaboration fueled by innovations in technology, policy, and humanitarian aid. From targeted interventions to promote education and healthcare, to large-scale infrastructure projects to improve access to clean water and energy, every contribution played a crucial role in bringing us to this historic moment. Looking back, historians will recognize the pivotal role of initiatives like the Great Energy Renaissance of the 2030s and 40s in eradicating global poverty. Investments in energy infrastructure and advancements in energy efficiency not only helped lift communities out of poverty worldwide, but also laid the foundation for a more sustainable and equitable future. The lingering question on the minds of historians and policymakers alike will be, why didn't we unshackle our energy production capabilities sooner? Back home. Okay, we're back home in the year 2024. Take another deep breath and remove your rosy spectacles. Back to reality. How do we reach this future or anything resembling it? Well, join me, dear reader, as we sketch the roadmap to this visionary horizon. And who knows, perhaps by then we'll hop self-driving spacecraft to our lunar vacation rentals, complete with personal robot butlers. A guy can dream, can't he? This has been the first installment of my multi-part series exploring global energy dynamics and the future of America's energy systems. What are some components of your ideal vision of America's energy future? Did I miss anything? Is there anything you'd change in the vision I laid out? Leave a comment with your thoughts. And join me next time for the next installment, where I descend from the clouds of imagination to introduce the problems I've observed with respect to our current energy systems and policy trajectories. I also begin to sketch the anatomy of an energy solution. A few acknowledgments. While the ideas presented in this article are my own, and I produced the first draft myself, ugly as it may be, I use ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini as my editors. They work wonders to clean up my gobbledygook. And the main image of the American flag used in this post was produced by Google Gemini. Thank you.